Jeremy, the beetle, had a long and tiring day. After an 8-hour work shift, his second job, he yearned for a little rest in his home with his wife and children. He took the 9 p.m. Centipede bus towards Oakleaf Street. He was quite an avid reader. He had recently begun The Sorrows of Young Werther, though he had been warned not to. He could not help pitying the boy. He could more than relate to the book. He understood every word. After all, none but Jeremy could truly comprehend how harsh life could be. Since the death of his brother, matters had grown quite out of hand. His brother Stuart had been accused of a crime he did not commit, soiling human food. He had been a clean beetle, but humans could never understand such a thing. Then he was killed by a giant human hand, the sort of human who believes every creature to be either disgusting or dangerous. Leaving 2 children and a sick wife behind, Jeremy now had to care for them, which explained his double workload, leaving early and coming home late. Jeremy's wife never understood it. She would bluster and reproach him, but to little effect, for he was far too weary to care. Though it was not his fault, such things slowly wore their relationship down. When he returned home, he saw several suitcases in the living room. He hoped for good news, perhaps a family trip. But what awaited him was his greatest sorrow. His wife had made up the children's mind. They were leaving. "I can't take this anymore. You are always too tired to stay with us. You hardly even seen your children anymore." He tried to explain himself, but she cut him off. "I have found someone else. He is going to take care of us. I will send you the divorce papers by post." His world collapsed. He could not utter a single word. Exhausted from a 14-hour work shift and stunned by the dreadful news, his mind faltered. When they left, he sat down at his desk, opened his book, and read, trying to banish such thoughts, for he wished only to sleep. He needed to. Late into the night, he neared the book's end. Immersed though he was, the story could not drown his sorrow. Then he read not only the ending, but the end of young Arthur's own misery. Jeremy had an idea. If such an act could end Arthur's sorrow, perhaps it could end his own. Finally, an end to all his misery. He could leave his belongings to his brother's family. A selfless gesture. He thought, perhaps they will be happier without me, perhaps life will be kinder to them. That was the only thought he could summon. But, he pondered, 12 hours is far too long. My sorrow would only deepen. I need something stronger, swifter, to end it all in an instant. He recalled his walk home. About 250 meters away lay a small basketball court, where many young people played with volleyball. A large volleyball, many humans, quite a heavy impact. It would suffice. After writing his will, leaving everything to his brother's wife, he hurried there, knowing it would end instantaneously. As soon as he arrived, he was ready. He had never felt so certain. This was his chance to end everything. Just then, a ginger-haired human girl approached. She saw the little beetle. "That's it. Finally the end," he thought. As she strode towards him, she stretched out her hand. "Perhaps I shall share my brother's fate," he mused. The great hand came swiftly towards him, and she picked him up. "What's this?" Jeremy thought. She began to play with him, passing him from one hand to other. Suddenly things seemed different. Never had he seen a human so gentle and so fair. After a few moments, she set him down by the bushes, hoping to save him, for the court was a perilous place for a little bug. He could not help but dwell on the encounter. "I must see those humans again. Perhaps there is hope after all. Perhaps there is kindness in this world." He scurried back to the court. How splendid! He thought as he rushed. Maybe I can find more human friends. Perhaps I will see that girl again. Maybe even live in their homes. It would be marvelous. As he hurried across the court, the unexpected occurred. The giant volleyball came hurtling towards him. He flinched, but it was no use against such an enormous force. It was a single fatal blow. On his final breath, after all the sorrows of his life, he remembered only the kindness the girl had shown him. With a faint smile, he whispered his last words, "Thank you." Even with his last breath, he felt not sorrow anymore, but happiness, for he found beauty within life and peace at his last moments.